Welcome to the Critical Moment Action Report for the 20th of April. I am Scriven, I'm the community leader, and we have a ton of news this week. I'm going to start off with the World of Warcraft, which is our main game, and say that the congratulations to the Flex Raid team, which was able to go in and down 7 of 8 bosses on Tuesday night, which is great because last week it took us 2 nights of working on stuff. We did 7 bosses on that, and we went in and knocked out boss 8, finishing off wing 2 of Siege of Orgrimmar. Now that leaves 2 wings left of 3 bosses each, which means we are over the halfway point for Flex raiding. We also then turned around on Thursday night after having some issues with some pugs that we were picking up for the Flex raid and decided to go into normal. And we went into normal and down the first 2 bosses. And again, in the 3rd boss, 4th boss kind of thing, when you start getting into coordination, you need to have everybody on TeamSpeak, and getting a pug in TeamSpeak is, yeah, pretty much impossible. So it was great. Good job to the raid team this week for knocking down the flex bosses and the normal bosses. And this week, I know we're still going to be down 1 or 2 of our raiders throughout the week. I'd like to say congratulations to Cirrhosis and Goji. It's funny that the top 2 DPS in the raid pick up their normal level weapons off the first 2 bosses, which is awesome because it means they're incredibly strong DPS so far. It's going to just get stronger, or it's going to be stronger next week. At least that's what we're looking forward to. Gear scores continue to be on rise for those who are raiding or looking to raid. Thanks to Azrael, Cassius, and some of the other guys who have been helping gear up some of our new raiders coming up. I know they've been working on getting their gear up to 496 and then trying to push up to the 510 so they can get into flex with us. Then we can start pushing them in the normal once they get up to around 530 or so. Congratulations to Greer, who's doing a fantastic job with recruiting, who now has us over 100 active members. That's on 100 separate accounts of the number of players we have in there, and a good portion of them are over 90, and we're starting to work with them. We'll get formed up. Now, remember, our note here, if you're looking to be on the Mythic Raid team, you need to be active. You need to be in the forums, in TeamSpeak. Well, forums not so much, just kind of read over them. But the TeamSpeak, you need to be active, and you need to be part of the raid team. You need to participate, get to know us. Greer hasn't made any final decisions on anybody being on the raid team, except for, of course, himself. So you need to get in there and show us what you know, and that's for the progression night. Will be Mythic Raiding, which is 20-man. We will also, of course, have casual raid nights, which I think are going to be Saturdays right now. So if you're looking to join us in WoW, that's where we're kind of focused right now. Still looking on raiding. We know the expansion is still months away, but we're building the teamwork and camaraderie now. On to the next thing. Hearthstone, another Blizzard product, another Blizzard game, was released this week on the iPad, and as a result, a couple of people have been jumping in and playing Hearthstone on and off. I saw Fracker playing. I was playing. I think I only got to rank 24, but I helped a lot of other people rank up, so it was pretty cool. Good job for Cirrhosis and Azrael, who've been playing Hearthstone for a little while now, at least since after we did our New World Explorers in there. I think they're both around rank 16, kind of bouncing up and down depending on the games that they get. So, but they're learning and they're doing well. I have to say, a lot of people have a lot of legendary cards. It means they're dropping some cash, so Blizzard's got to be pretty happy about that. Into the other big game we've got is the Elder Scrolls Online, and Santir, Zio, and Rev, and others are still playing in Tezo and doing very well, enjoying it and having a great time. The guild is from my understanding, is a great, fun, casual place. Lots of support to anyone who's in there, talking, asking questions. I know Laughin was in there last night. I saw him. And some of the other guys. So if you're still looking to try out Tezo, you're unclear on question, or you want to just find out about it, make sure you jump into the TeamSpeak channel. Those guys are answering all the questions and helping people out as much as they possibly can. So everyone's having a good time in the Elder Scrolls. This weekend, now that we moved into pre-orders have started, we know that Wildstar is coming. It's going to be released on the 24th of June. That the early access starts, or is it 4 June? No, it's 24 June. Whenever, but the early access, the beta is now for the people who have bought it, who have purchased the game itself. Now, if you've pre-ordered, you should have access to all the betas now. Those are current level cap, at least for this weekend, is 17. But if you were in the closed beta before, you don't have a level cap. You can go all the way up. People are jumping in the game and having a good time. I know I tried something else last time and I didn't like it. I was kind of so-and-so, but I'm actually enjoying it this time. I'm playing a Draken Warrior, and I know Goji's playing a Chua Spell Slinger, and I believe Bruise is playing an Esper, Chua Esper. So yes, a Draken running around with a couple of Esper. I remember a couple of Chua, excuse me. So it's pretty funny. It is a good time. We're having fun. It's a good time. I think in the night off last night after both Broody and I hit level 12, his Spellslinger took out my took out my warrior in a 1v1 duel. So I got some work to do in that. But it was a good time. We had fun, and we've had fun. I think most of us are right around a level 12, or they're probably higher now. They've been playing this morning. Now, on to the other stuff that we had. Now, we moved New World Explorers to Friday nights now to try to get more people to come in. Hasn't really worked out that yet, but just so everyone knows when you check this out, New World Explorers is on Friday nights at 9 o'clock. And this is a night, and what we do with New World Explorers is we try out a new free-to-play game or an old free-to-play game just to kind of expose people to these games that don't cost you anything. You can jump in, have fun. No one has any advantage usually over anyone else, so it's all a good time. We get in there, we level. If we can run instances, we run instances. If we can PvP, we PvP. We do whatever we can do in there. So this week was Age of Conan, and it was pretty fun. We had Nymera and myself and Greer Reaver jumped in, and we had a blast. So the funny thing is we were all playing casters, and so I think Nymera and I were playing two different versions of Priest. I was a Priest of Set, and I'm not sure who she was a Priestess of. Greer was playing a Necromancer, and I died the most, but everyone else seemed to have it. We did pretty well. I think at the end of the night, Greer finished at level 9, and Nymera and I both finished at level 10, and it's kind of cool because now you've got the account set up, and you can go back anytime and kind of play around. When you need a break or you just want to do something that you're not fully invested in, like your main game, you want to take a break from that, you can jump into any of these things. That's the reason we do it. Now, what are we going to do this Friday? This Friday, we're moving into League of Legends. Now, throughout the history of the community, since before we were TGC and now we're Critical Moment, we've had numerous players jump in and playing League of Legends. I've never played it myself, and there are a number of other people who have never played it. We hear good things, bad things about the community, and so we kind of just shied away, don't know anything about the game, etc., etc. So what we're going to do is we're going to do New World Explorers this week, and I think Cassius, who's a big League of Legends player, or at least is very comfortable with it, is going to jump in and give us some pointers and some tips and kind of help us out as we jump into the game and play around. So if you're interested, or if you've ever thought about playing League of Legends, you want to play in a good, fun atmosphere that we're going to be having, because we'll be in our team speak, playing hopefully against our own players, and having a good time learning the game. We will be doing League of Legends this week, 9 o'clock to 11. We usually go for a couple hours. If you want to play more, of course, you can do whatever you want. So that's it. So that's what we're doing. League of Legends, Friday night. This week's events, we've got our raid nights for World of Warcraft are still going from 9 to midnight on Tuesday and Thursday for progression rating, which means it'll probably be flex followed by normal, or depending on how Greer does it. I know Goji's going to be out Tuesday, and then we're going to, on Saturday, I believe, is our casual night. PvP night is Sunday tonight, so if you're joining us, if you're jumping into World of Warcraft, you want to get some PvP stuff done, get the Conquest points, Valor point, or Conquest points, Justice points, so you can get your Valor conversion or get the PvP gear, which is actually good gear. It's a faster way of getting it than getting it in the raid. We'll be doing that tonight, and then I think there are catch-up nights. Jump in TeamSpeak. Again, there are things going on every single night. There's always people on in various channels. Don't jump into a channel by yourself. You don't have to. You can jump into whatever channel regardless of what game's going on. Unless somebody's raiding or doing something, most of the time they'll move. So jump in, have fun. We look forward to that. So it's been a great week. We've been a very, very busy week with a lot of people involved in a lot of different games. Whether from our main game, World of Warcraft, to branching out into other games just to have fun because, hey, we're gamers. So I'm looking forward to another busy week. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you in games, all the different games that I hop between, or in TeamSpeak. I'm going to stop by, say hi. If you see me in a channel, jump up, say hi. Say hi, be friendly. We're all a good group, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the game of your choice. Or if you want to raid in WoW, get ready for raiding in WoW.